let's talk about the amateur. Now this was something that I'm not sure if we did the I'm not sure if we did a trailer reaction for this or not, but the amateur was definitely something that when I did see the trailer, I was like, "Oh, this seems different. This seems interesting. This seems a little refreshing." So we do have this movie here. Let me grab the let's talk about it. So I mean, when it comes to like just an intro, basically you see Rami Malek's character here, his supervisors at the CIA, when they don't want to take action after his wife is like killed during a terrorist attack, um he takes matters into his own hands, right? That's the basic premise for this. So let me just kind of start off with what's good. Um Rami Malek, I think he gives a very good performance here. I really liked how his character had obvious flaws, like he had a lot of weaknesses and stuff. He's not Jason Statham, right? He's not the guy that's like, oh man, all I got to do is train for 5 minutes and I can kick anybody's butt. No, I liked how real that felt for him. But at the same time, I like how they did tap into and showcase his real talents. So I love seeing how Malek was able to do through his acting, basically show us his character's resourcefulness, how innovative he was, and how driven he started to become as the movie progressed. So I really enjoyed that. Another performance I actually say I liked was the classic, the legend, Laurence Fishburne. Now, this wasn't the deepest role for him or nothing like that, but I do think that he had a nice little role where I liked how scary they made him at times. Like, I mean, he really felt like a black Terminator or something. Because some of these scenes, man, he was my man. Look at his face, like he was just on point with it. Like it was basically Morpheus on a mission, and I did enjoy that. Let's see. Next, you also had the main stuff here, which was really like just the action. The action sequences I thought were done pretty well. And probably the suspense was the my favorite part of this film. Like you never really well actually you've got like this really cool technology cat and mouse game that's going on. Back and forth with Malek's character and his bosses or whatever. And of course with like the people that went after his wife. And it's really interesting to see what direction things end up going. Now, of course, I definitely enjoyed all of the revenge moments. And I think probably the best way to describe them are almost like these final destination like situations. So I liked how those things were presented. I think they did a really good job with it, and I enjoyed that. So now, let me tell you what was bad about it that I didn't like. I think that you had a lot of situations here where the side supporting characters here were completely wasted. I forget her name, Rachel. She plays Lois Lane in the Superman movie, but I felt like she was very flat as his wife. Not really adding a whole lot to the story outside of yes, this is the person he fell in love with and is going on a rampage over. um just feels like they could have added maybe a little bit more to her in this film. But probably my biggest issue had to have been John Bernthal. So yes, yeah, the Punisher himself is in this movie, and I like John Bernthal as an actor, but I have no idea why he was even put in this movie. Had no business being in here. They bring his character on. He's got like this air of mystery and intrigue. You're like, ooh, who's that guy? Like he's got to be like this super talented and super, interesting person. They kind of hype him up a little bit, like he's gonna be some big bad deal or something, and it goes nowhere. It goes absolutely nowhere with his character. I was like, y'all could have literally hired ABC actor to just play them 2-3 minutes. You put him. Why is he here? What is going on? So I didn't like that at all. And then of course, like we get, I guess this is more of a disappointment. It was actually the finale, the final ending, the third act. I thought it was pretty anticlimactic. I mean, you're going into this movie to see how or even if Rami Malek can get all of his revenge, right? I mean, the ones that you do see, they are pretty good, but the final scene, I think it just kind of dropped the ball. On paper, it did make sense, like if you care about the themes and stuff like that, but I just didn't think they executed it well. And it didn't help that the pacing just really slowed down after you, I mean, like you literally got done showing us all these dope moments, and then now you get to this final scene and it's like, this is how we end it. This is okay, I guess. So anyway, let me just get to the reason here. So when it comes to the amateur, I mean, I think that it felt like an old school spy thriller with a very unlikely hero to match. I think it's easy to say that Rami Malek was a very unconventional action star that you just can't help but wonder, what is he going to do next? What is he capable of doing the next time he's confronted with a situation? You could maybe say that this was like Revenge of the Nerds meets the Bourne Identity in a way. I think that there's probably even a little bit of potential for a sequel, but only if they like really flesh it out and do some more with the characters. Maybe you could have a pretty good sequel at that point. Now, one of the things that it's not this movie's fault, but it did hurt my viewing experience. And stop me if you've heard this before. Yes, it was the trailers. Basically, the trailer shows you way too many of those key moments that should be exciting or interesting to see in the movie by itself. When you see the setup, when you see what literally happens, it's not that exciting when you actually go watch it in the movie. Like, if you give away all those key revenge scenes and stuff, but you only have, let's say, one or two that you don't show, and out of those two, one of them is not that great, that's only going to hurt the movie. So again, if you can go into this movie completely cold, don't watch a trailer, don't read no reviews, don't go look up nothing, you might have a much better time with this movie. So when it comes to the rating for the amateur, I'm gonna have to probably give it. Uh, I don't want the trailer to hurt it too much, but I'm going to assume I never watched the trailer. I will give it a 7 out of 10. Um, Decent little matinee watch. Not something you gotta rush to the theaters for. It kind of reminded me of one of those movies that if you were bored and you just randomly were at the theaters and you happen to give this movie a shot, you probably wouldn't be mad if you had low expectations for it, or if you watch this on streaming, you'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I found a little gem here. Yeah, sure, whatever. But anyway, I thought it was all right. I thought it was cool. It was decent for what it was. Definitely could have been better. But y'all let me know, do you plan on watching The Amateur? If and when you have seen it, come on back to this video. Let me know what you thought about it. If you're new here and you like what you see, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss out the next time I drop a video. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.